Hello everyone and welcome inside the HRM4 pad. Bedford, Nova Scotia. We are rolling on here in the female provincial championships. We got some U11 AA action coming at you. It's the Cape Breton Blizzard taking on the Metro West Force Warriors. A final game of the round robin for both these two teams. And with that puck drop, we are underway. My name is Troy Langstaff. Thank you for joining me here on the High Button Sports live stream coverage of Provincials. Excited to be here. And like I said, final game of the round robin for both these two teams. I want to say it's simple in terms of what needs to happen for either of these two teams to make it to the championship game tomorrow, which would be at 9:15 a.m. For the Blizzard, if they win, if they get 2 points, they are in, regardless of how the other game finishes, because they have the tiebreaker against the Western Riptide. On the other side, for the Warriors, they'll need a victory and then some help as well. They'll need it to come down to goal differential, or goal average, I think, is a tiebreaker. But in the other game, they'll need Western to lose. So the Warriors need a victory and a Western loss, and then some help in the goal average department. On the other side, a little bit easier for the Blizzard. A victory, they're in the championship game tomorrow. Warriors looking for an early one as that shot sails wide past the shoulder of number 1, Emma Jean Power, getting the start for the Blizzard. On the other side, also number 1, Olivia Doyle. Far boards slapping at it to keep it in. On the far side is Sophie O'Connell. Down below the goal line it goes. Race for it now. Centering feed. No one there for the Warriors to capitalize on that. They were making a change on the back end. O'Connell doing a good job to hold that puck in on the far line. Pass to the near side now. That hops over a stick. Here's DeCoste with it. She'll fire that off the end boards. Now thrown up the far wall. A race for it there. Blizzard looking to get it out. Swinging away at it. That comes loose in the slot area. Now here's a chance. Low shot. Big rebound. Another whack. And that hits the side of the goal. Power wasn't quite over in time, but a couple good looks there for the Warriors. Looking to get on the board here early within the first 2 minutes of this one. Up the near side. The Blizzard have yet to get out of their own zone with possession here. Good forecheck by Paige McKenzie of the Warriors. Now carried back down low. Thrown up to the line. Held in by McDonald. McDonald's going to send that in. Blizzard are going to intercept. That looks to be Annie Mullins, I believe, number 9. It is. Collision there just inside the Warriors' blue line. That's sent in on goal. Took a little deflection off the stick of McDonald and rolls in on Doyle, who's being told to play the puck. Now she'll let it go, and we'll continue here. We're all about that fast play. Got to keep it moving. If there's no need to blow the whistle, as that puck trickles in. A backhand by Hastings, looking to play it through the neutral zone. Cape Breton will throw it back up the other way. That was number 78, Lori McCarran. McCarran now got to get back here as it's taken up by DeBay. DeBay swacking away at it. There was a Warriors player right deep in the slot there waiting for the puck. Didn't quite make it there as the Blizzard will look to take it out of their own zone. Already 3 minutes and change into this first period. Marley Gervais working in. Gervais down the left side. Being directed into the corner by McInnes. That's thrown out in front. Intercepted by Campbell. Dangerous feed through the slot area. Far side now. Tossed out into the neutral zone. Here's Noelle Peck. Peck will send that right in on Power, who's going to hold on. And told to play it, and then will hold on. Good decision there as one of the Warriors players was skating in quickly. That was number 18, Molly James. 11:23 to go. It's our first whistle of this first period. We're moving quickly. Blizzard coming to the game with a 1-1 record. A 7-1 victory over Western on Thursday. And then yesterday dropped their match against the Quad County Whitecaps by a score of 4-1. And on the other side, like I mentioned earlier, the Warriors 0-2. Lost 3-1 on Thursday against the Whitecaps. Lost yesterday in a tight one, 5-4 against Western. And then, of course, their final game here today against Cape Breton. Warriors making a couple changes. Collected at the near side line. That's a turnover forced here by Cape Breton. Looks to be Zoe Watson, number 10 there. Watson's going to fire a long shot and took a bounce off the pad of Doyle into the near side. Dangerous chance there as Watson able to hold it in for a moment, but skated right back out by James. James now down the left side, trying to stay away from Christina Spencer there as that finds its way into the corner. Jenna Wagner chasing after it, now played up the boards as Metro West will get a change in. Puck finds its way through the slot area. Back to the line, kept in by DeBay. McPherson back to collect it for the Blizzard. Will feed it up the wall. Took a hop over the stick of Sarah Burke. Kept in by the Warriors. Actually looks like it will be offside there. I was looking down at the roster sheet for her name. Thought the offside was good, but play is blown dead. So not an offside, rather. Must have caught a piece of someone on the Cape Breton bench, so that's why the faceoff is inside. That takes a weird hop off of one of the defenders' skates and almost trickles in past Emma Jean Power. Able to get a piece of it. 5 minutes into this first period, we're moving quickly. Stockley trying to work it through. Now comes back. Blizzard will try it again. Evelyn Power will fire it up. Sent back the other way by DeCoste. Mullins overskates it. We'll fire it off the boards into the neutral zone. Here's Stockley. Stockley still with it, carrying it into the corner, centering feed off the stick of Doyle. A good play there just to knock it into the corner instead of stopping it up, as there were a couple Cape Breton skaters right there in the area. Sophie O'Connell skating it through. McInnes takes a spill. Stockley will dish that off for Mullins. Mullins gets around one skater. Mullins still with it. Looking to go down the right side. Gets a shot off, but into the stick of O'Connell it goes. Carried out by the Warriors. Knocked back in rather by Watson here. Up the boards. Takes a hop off of a skate into the slot area, and that's thrown on goal. Goes wide. Into the far corner now. Played up the boards. Shot on goal. Stopped just inside that far circle. Pinching in on the near side is Allie McInnes. Kept in here by Power. Blizzard found their footing after having spent the first 2 minutes of the game inside their own end. Warriors were unable to capitalize on that, so they stay at zeros here in the early stages of this one. Played up the boards, top of the circle, thrown right back in by Watson to the line. It comes. McInnes with a good stick, able to knock that down. How about this one? Not this time, as it sails over the stick of McInnes, and will be an icing charged here against Metro West with 8:10 to go in period number 1. So we'll take a look at how these two teams got here. Cape Breton Blizzard finished 4th during the regular season with a 7-10-3 record. The Warriors finished 2nd during the regular season, went 13-3-2. Bit of a different story in playoffs. The Blizzard jumped up a spot into 3rd with a 4-2-0 record, and the Warriors tied for 1st in the playoffs, went 5-0-1. Didn't drop a single game, but hasn't been their provincial tournament. As I said, lost their first 2 games. They'll need a victory here in regulation. They can't let the Blizzard get even a single point. And then they'll need Western to lose their final game against Quad County, and then they'll need some help up on the goal average department as we get an offside here against Cape Breton. 7:40 to go in the first. I was lucky enough to call a Cape Breton game a couple days ago. I think it was a U15 game, and it was an amazing game. A great crowd showed up here for the Blizzard, and they were loud all game long. Ended up tied through regulation. No one scored in overtime, but just an amazing crowd all around. And we'll see if we have that here for the U11 AA side. A good sizable crowd here for the Metro West team to our right. Back into the action though. McPherson trying to shovel that in. Goes off the body of Whitehead and out. Delayed offside right now against Cape Breton. The puck will come out. Stockley backhands it in. Here's Molly James now. We'll fire it off the boards. Loose puck here in the neutral zone as they swipe away. Right on the stick of Stockley there as she just throws it towards the goal in between the skates now of Hastings. It looks like rather number 17, Blake DeCoste. McPherson will just fire it into the zone. Heads all the way back as the Blizzard will make a couple changes here. Skated around the net now by McPherson. Macy McPherson trying to work it up. Poked out of the zone. Now skated on. That was number 46, Leighton Burke. Dumped in by Metro West. Just a couple of whistles here in this first period as the Warriors forced a turnover, trying to work it out front, banging away at the side of the net. That was a good turnover forced there by Gervais down below the goal line. Now played back to the point, off the boards. Will take a second and fire a shot. Stopped in the slot here. Chance, another shot taken, and good save there by Power. And a hold on to that one. And a good attempt from the far side. Looked to be off the stick of Claire Ford. Face-off coming to the left of Power. One over to the boards, sent through the neutral zone. Here's Ford. Wanted to go across. Good idea not to pass it. There was a couple Blizzard players there, and the Warriors will work it in down the far side. Another shot's loose there, poke it away near side, and that's going to hit the side of the goal as Gervais couldn't quite get it to go on the forehand. Had some open space there, but a good stick by one of the Blizzard defense. Able to slow up that attempt, but best opportunity of the game from either side right there. It's going to be sent off the boards in front of the Blizzard bench. Here's Allie McInnes. Skated in behind her own net. Tied up with one skater right now. As the Warriors will knock it back in. That was Jenna Wagner. Played up through the neutral zone into the skates here of Mullins. Mullins with a nice pass up for Watson. Hops off the stick and down below the goal line as it's collected by Noelle Peck. Far corner, center and feed, goes underneath, or through his couple skates rather. Here's Sullivan. That's thrown on goal, stopped up here by the Blizzard, trying to work it around. Back to the blue line. McInnes gonna throw that bouncing puck in, sticked away, rebound, scores! On the far post, it's Sarah Burke, and Kate Breton leads 1-0. So Sarah Burke, right place, right time on the far post, and it looked like Doyle might have caught a piece of it, but not enough as it rode up the stick and ended up hitting the back bar. But Kate Breton leads 1-0. Right off the draw, looking for another. Right down Main Street comes Mullins with a high shot. She scores! Back-to-back goals by the Blizzard, and it's Annie Mullins this time. Had to be less than 10 seconds after their first goal, and right off the draw, Annie Mullins. And again, Doyle caught a piece of it, but not enough. It went off the glove and into the back of the net. 8 seconds after the Burke goal. Warriors looking for a quick response here. Now played into the middle, lots of room. Here's Kate Viva. Viva able to hold it in for a moment before it's sent into the neutral zone. Thrown right back the other way by Evelyn Power. Back into the neutral zone. Back up. This time right on the tape of Leighton Burke, who will fire it into the corner and peel off on a change. Up the near side boards now to the blue line, and a little bit of room in front of Berrigan here. Pushes one of the Blizzard players down, heads off on a change. 3.5 to go here in this first period. 2-0 Cape Breton. And a solid bump there inside the line as James was on the giving end of that. Here Warriors looking for a wraparound attempt. Tight on the post is one of the Blizzard defense. Whack it away and we'll get a whistle. as the puck maybe, well, according to Metro West players, was still loose. Dangerous chance there by the Warriors, looking to get at least one back before the end of the frame. A couple good chances, and Wax from in tight there, but Imogene Power getting some support from the defenders, jumping on that post and getting their bodies in front of that puck. Warriors win the face-off right into a good spot. That's thrown on goal by Gervais, but into a couple shin pads. Near side now, here's DeBay. Fires a long shot, she scores! Natalie DeBay from the top of the left side circle, and just like that, we got ourselves a 2-1 game. Natalie DeBay with a good rip here from the top of this left side circle and finds a way in past Power. It's going to be one of those games, it seems like a barn burner from start to finish. Two teams pretty even so far, have gotten some good chances, and it was actually Metro West that got out to a bit of a better start. Spent the first couple minutes inside the offensive zone as Cape Breton struggled to get the puck out, but ice surface has leveled out here as Berrien trying to get that in between the legs of Evelyn Power. Far side now, here's McInnes. Trying to feed it into the middle, right in between the skates here of Mullins. Always the worst when you're spinning in circles and everyone's saying it's in your feet. Well, you know it's in your feet. It's caught right on the inside edge as you spin around. Might have just happened to Mullins there, but we continue here. 2 1/4 left to go in the first. Troy Langstaff with you here on High Button Sports as our coverage of the U11 AA Provincials carries on. That'll go for an icing here against Metro West. It was a big goal. If you're down by 2, the next goal is always huge. They say a 2-goal lead is the worst in sports, and one of those things, well, if you know, you know. I know it doesn't really make sense, but it does. It does. Face-off coming to the left of Doyle. Puck played straight to the boards. Bouncing puck in the slot as that sails through the crease into the far corner. Centering feed. A couple bodies down in the area. Blizzard with it. Backhand pass trying to go cross ice. Nearly intercepted by Wagner as it's carried up by McKenzie. Here's Spencer now. Going to skate it all the way in behind her own net. Christina Spencer. Going to fire it up the boards now. Sent right back down low. Macy McPherson in the corner now. As it knocked back behind her as they battle away in front of the Zamboni doors to the point. Here's DeCoste, going to fire a shot. Stopped up on that far post. Carried through the neutral zone and thrown in. Okay, Breton Cup getting a couple changes in here. Here's DeCoste. That pass a little bit off the mark as it bounces off the boards through the neutral zone. Sent right back in by the Blizzard. DeCoste looking to feed it up the wall, is intercepted in the corner. Centering pass. And just a little bit behind. Looked to be Burke out front. I caught a piece of a Blizzard stick. Icing was waved off there. Far side, here's Ford. Claire Ford. We'll pass it into the middle. Couldn't settle it down there. Though was Gervais. Mullins goes off the boards. Watson trying to keep it in as it trickles out, but able to shovel it right back into the corner. Here's McDonald. Hadley McDonald still with it. Makes a pass to the near side. Goes off the skate, but then right on the tape of DeBay. Pass to the far side into the reach of Burke to the line. And thrown right through as the buzzer will sound on period number 1. Wanted to do a little time check there, but I looked up and it said 0.5. So first period is coming on. It's a 2-1 lead for the Cape Breton Blizzard. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Welcome back inside the HRM 4-pad rink D. And the Cape Breton. Oh, I thought they were getting tossed into the draw. Just checking in on the goalies. They're all set to go. Puck dropped underway, period number 2. Troy Langstaff with here on the High Button Sports live stream on YouTube. Whitehead looking to carry it through. Makes one nice move. Whitehead still with it. Now has it knocked away. A couple of players overskate it. Whitehead will win the race to it in the near side corner. Look to feed it out in front. Can't get it in between a few Blizzard players. That's sent in on goal by James, but good defensive stick by the Blizzard. That looked to be number 4, Allie McInnes. There's McInnes on the far side. We'll get to a scoring summer just at the first whistle here. It took us a while to get to that in the first period. We'll see if it's any different here. It's a pretty solid game so far. Got a huge crowd here in Rink D. A little bit in favor of Metro West, obviously. Now a shot here, long one taken there and stopped up by Power. Making a good save, and we will get to that first period scoring summary. It was Sarah Burke cracking things open there in the first period. It's on the far post and able to get it by Doyle, and then just 8 seconds later, Annie Mullins right off the draw carried it in, and Doyle got a piece of it, but not enough as it fell in behind her, and then a good response by the Warriors. Natalie DeBay with, well, a seeing eye shot from the top of the circle to our left here. Found a way through Emma Jean Power, and that's where we stand, 2-1. That goes off the skate of Mullins, settled down by McKenzie. McKenzie will stop up as that puck does come out of the zone. Mullins got there. Far side race for it. They battle away in front of the scorer's box there. Comes inside the Warriors zone, and now turnover forced here for a moment by the Blizzard. That looked to be Harlan Burke in the slot area. Couldn't get it deep enough into the zone. McPherson will get it in. A good battle far side. Sent into the corner here by Zoe Watson. Played up the wall. Sent to the line. That takes a hop, skip, and a jump over the stick of Christina Spencer, who will head back. Carries it from the neutral zone all the way back behind the goal. Spencer's going to stop up, still with it now, cut through the middle of her own zone, still with it now. A turnover forced by the Warriors. A chance here, long shot taken, and right into the gut of Power. It was Claire Ford again. She's had a couple good chances. The puck spent a lot of time on her stick there in that first period, and had another good chance there right into the gut of Power, who fell back but got a whistle in case that had a squeaked loose at the last second. So 12:56 to go in the second. 2-1 Cape Breton, who with a victory will be in the final game tomorrow. The provincial final for the Warriors. They'll need a little bit of help. A regulation win, then they'll need Western to lose in regulation, and then they'll have to hopefully they would have scored enough goals to get by on that goal average, which is the second tiebreaker. But if there's a three-way tie, everyone would have been 1-1, yada, yada, yada. Don't want to confuse you too much, but start with the regulation win here for Metro West. Face-off coming to the left of Power. One back, here's Ford. Long shot off the shin pads of McKenzie. Back to the line. Spinorama feed into the slot, into between the skates of Ford. Sent to the far side there by Stockley. Now a chance here on the backhand. Looking to get the shot off. Can't quite get it to go. As she's pushed into the boards, that looked to be Rory Stockley. Some of these jerseys tucked into the back of the pants and have the numbers scrunched up, so it's tough to tell. Back at the line, long wrist shot taken. That'll go just wide off the stick of Power. Here's side corner, trying to work it up the wall. Power's going to start backpedaling into the neutral zone just in case. She'll get it here inside the line, behind the center ice line, that is. Takes a bump or a bounce into the Warriors zone. There's Ford, far side, looking to cut into the middle around McInnes. Ford still with it, will dump and change as Allie McInnes has a little bit of time here to lift the head and make a decision. Passed up to the boards, but a quick forecheck here. That looks to be Berrigan. Grace Berrigan in the corner. Can't win the battle as it's shoveled up the wall. Kept in at the line by Peck. That goes off a skate. Here's Peck again. We'll send it right back in. Delayed offside right now as DeBay was heading in but realized Berrigan was still in the zone, so stopped up. Sent in by the Warriors. 11 minutes left to go here in the second period. Peck able to hold the line. Throwing up the boards here, takes a Warriors bounce. Played through some skates, Peck can't hold it in. Gets there though and turns it over. Here's Mullins just about down the left side, but Peck with a good defensive stick to knock it away. Could have been a partial breakaway there. Across the line, carrying it down the left side. Into the corner now as that's sent the length of the ice. Looks like it's going to go off the boards and for an icing. And does it have the gas? Yes, it does. So an icing charged here against the Metro West Force Warriors with 10:15 to go in period number 2. Laid in behind the goal line. Here's O'Connell. Oh, fired up the boards. McPherson able to hold it in. Gets a shot off. Looking for a deflection. Loose in the slot. Swinging away was number 10, Zoe Watson. Couldn't quite get it on target. O'Connell now around the boards. Will feed it up. Nearly intercepted. That's thrown right through the crease and didn't miss by much. That was Burke from the near side. Far blue line now. Another shot from the slot area. That goes wide of Doyle. Up the boards. McPherson can't hold it in this time. Thought about dumping it in. Going to take a second and make a nice pass. Actually a little bit too far in front of Lori McCarran. McCarran takes a spill in on the back check. It was the right idea. Just a little off the mark though. 9.5 to go. Second period. Here's Stockley. Fired off the boards as the Warriors are making the change. Got to be careful here as right off the bench that looks to be Ford. Ford will cut into the middle. Further, still has some room. Ford, long shot. Just puts it wide off the end boards. Far post now trying to bang it home. It was so close to going in there. I'm not sure who that was, but the puck is still loose. Now carried out. That was number 10 on the far post. Marley Gervais has it on the backhand here. Just about a couple inches away from a goal. Ford with another chance. Good save. Rebounds loose. Banged away. Oh, what another diving save. No, that one's going to find the back of the net on the third opportunity. And the Warriors have tied the game at 2. Emma Jean Power made a couple incredible saves there, but couldn't get the third one as the Warriors tie it up. I didn't quite catch a number on who that was on the far post, but it is 2-2. I'll give you an update as soon as it pops up online here. But we got ourselves a game here, folks. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Here's McInnes, fires it right in off Mullins, settles right down on the blade of her stick. Mullins trying to work in, get the shot off, gets it in front, and jumping on it quickly there was Olivia Doyle. Carried out by Berrigan. In below the goal line, looking to skate it out from the far side. Berrigan just hanging out now at the Blizzard blue line and trying to get that stretch pass. Got a good interception, excellent interception there by McInnes. It was being pointed towards Berrigan from the bench. And offside here against Cape Breton. So I want to say getting away with one there, but they didn't get away with one. It was a good read by the coaching staff, and heard a couple shouts here from the fans saying, look behind ya. As McInnes went back to cover Grace Berrigan, who's hanging out at the Blizzard blue line. So we got that score up. It looks like it's Natalie DeBay again, who has picked up her second goal of the game. So she was the one able to get it home on that far post. Claire Ford now with a pair of assists. Here's DeBay. We'll dump it in. McPherson in the corner looking to play it up the wall. 7 and change left to go, and now a chance here for the Blizzard. Down the left side, here's Campbell in on a breakaway. Campbell looking to shoot. Stopped there by Doyle. Madeline Campbell on a breakaway and couldn't get it home. Looking to retake the lead for her team, but no dice. Still lots of time left to go in this game, though. Here's Campbell. Below the goal line, centering feet actually hit the side of the net. Or was stopped up at that far post. Wrist shot from the point. Off a body and into the corner. Back up to the line here. Thrown right back in. 6.5 to go. Below the goal line, here's Noelle Peck. Far side post, looking to backhand it out in front, digging away, and whistle will be blown as Olivia Doyle had that right covered up. So the Blizzard got out to a 2-0 lead, goals by Sarah Burke and Annie Mullins, and then a response about a minute and a half later by Natalie DeBay. Made it 2-1 heading into the second period, and then DeBay with her second of the game just a couple minutes ago tied things up at 2. Claire Ford with a pair of assists on the afternoon. DeBay with a couple of goals. And single points for everyone on the Blizzard. Sent in from the line, no one home for the Blizzard. That's thrown off the boards. Mullins can't keep it in. McInnes will swipe it right back into the zone. Sophie O'Connell now, a little bit of time here. Will elect to play it up the wall. Mullins trying to work after it as Gervais in there as well. Back down into the corner. O'Connell up the boards. Mullins there. Going back and forth from that corner to this half wall. Around the boards it goes. Here's DeCoste. Will stop up, make a nice move. Pass intercepted by Mullins, who's going to fire a shot into some skates. Skates of DeCoste. Delayed offside here as the Blizzard will touch up, and just not quick enough was Allie McInnes to that blue line. 5:15 to go, 2-2 in the second period. Final game of the round robin here, Provincials for the Cape Breton Blizzard of the Metro West Force Warriors. McPherson gonna fire that in, actually went off the body of DeBay. McDonald, backhand pass to the far side, collected in the middle as Campbell takes a bump. That creeps in the zone, now a race for it. Back into the middle. Skated onto here by Whitehead. Whitehead with a long shot. Goes wide, corner, Berrigan feeding that out in front, knocked down by Campbell with a little bit of speed here on the far side. Madeline Campbell gonna skate it in, but a good quick back check there by DeBay, able to force the turnover. Shoveled into the neutral zone, and now lots of space here for Berrigan, who will skate onto it. We'll just backhand it in, takes a bump from Spencer. Got to be careful here, and that's going to be too many skaters on the ice here for the Warriors as they were making a change. One of them touched up right away, so I think that's our first penalty of the game. See a power play upcoming for Cape Breton. So it is our first penalty indeed. Just wanted to double check on that before confirming or saying how certain I might have been, is that's kicked out of the zone by Molly James. Had it been a couple feet in front of her, not in her skates, that would have been a good, maybe excellent shorthanded chance there if she had the speed. Our side now, Warriors in that box formation. Played into the middle. Mullins trying to whack away at it as the Warriors will get it the length of the ice. That's Paige McKenzie. McKenzie's going to head off on a change. McPherson having to spin back around. Some solid ozone pressure right now by the Warriors. That was Molly James in there. Pass right onto the stick of Stockley, has it knocked back the other way. Already 1 minute gone in the too many skaters penalty against the Warriors. Here's Mullins across the line. Icing or offside waved off. It looked like they were going to call it. Mullins' shot goes off the stick of Sullivan in below the goal line. 3 minutes left to go here in the second period. All square at 2 goals apiece. 40 seconds left on the power play. Thrown in front, goes off the skate. Peck as she'll send it around the boards, and that by DeBay, who will keep it going all the way down the ice as the Blizzard are looking to get a change in. Stockley will head off. Near side now, 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Allie McInnes with some speed, going to stop up at center. Feed it into the middle, goes underneath the stick of Mullins. Looks to go back the other way, knocked to the near side though. Backhand whack by DeBay, looking to get it out. Puck goes loose in the slot area and cleared the length of the ice off the stick of Blake DeCoste. .208 left to go in this second period between the Blizzard and the Warriors as we're back to 5-on-5. Blizzard unsuccessful on their latest power play opportunity, or their only power play opportunity of the game. Peck will send it right back in on the stick of McInnes here. McInnes through the neutral zone. Blizzard got to be careful here. A saucer pass across. Actually gets over a couple sticks, one of which being Sarah Burks of the Blizzard. Kate Breton will have to regroup here into the corner. Claire Ford going to be the first one to it. That centering pass takes a hop, side of the goal now, and cleared away by Kate Breton all the way out of the zone as O'Connell sends it right back in, but the Warriors players will have to touch up here. A minute and 16 seconds left in this second period, as that's going to be an offside, as it was knocked off the stick of, to be Evelyn Power. Well, face-off will come just outside of the Warriors zone with 1:13 left to go in this second period. All square at 2. If the Blizzard can complete the comeback here and get the victory, they'll be into the championship final tomorrow at 9:15 and will likely be taking on the Quad County Whitecaps or Western. If Western can win that game in regulation, then it would be Western. Puck played into the slot. Now in a stick of Wagner here, as she'll throw that in and cover it up quickly by Power, jumping on that. We are into the final minute of the second period. 54.8 to go. Faceoff comes back to the point, but gets past the stick of McDonald, so she'll chase back for it. Trying to flick it out. Kept in for a moment as it goes across the blue line. Everyone just racing for it now. Here's McInnes. We're going to see a lot of goals here after we saw a trio of them within a few minutes of each other. But that's all there's been. We saw the one goal here in the second period. And we're still tied at 2 with 21 seconds left to go in the period. Mullins makes a move, cuts it in the middle, makes another move. Mullins still with it, gonna fire a shot, she scores! Oh, Annie Mullins, what a goal, her second of the game, and the Blizzard lead by 1. 15.1 seconds to go, and a beauty goal by Annie Mullins gives her team the 3-2 lead, but still a full period and change left to go. Here's Ford across the line, and play going to be blown dead for offside. To be Gervais possibly across the line a little bit too early, and could have been a really good chance. Just 5.5 left to go in this period. Face off outside the Cape Breton blue line. Here's McInnes, who will just skate it out, and the buzzer will sound on 2 periods of play. We're through half an hour of ice hockey here at the HRM4 pad in Bedford, and the Cape Breton Lizard with a 3-2 lead. We'll be back after the second intermission for more U11 AA action. Welcome back inside the HRM4 pad in Bedford, Nova Scotia, everyone. My name's Troy Langstaff. Thanks for joining me back here on the High Button Sports live stream coverage of the U11 AA Provincial Championship game going tomorrow. But for these two teams, it's their final game of the round robin, and it is a big one. The Cape Breton Blizzard currently with a 3-2 lead over the Metro West Force Warriors. Annie Mullins with the pair of goals, Sarah Burke with the third. Actually scored the first goal of the game, but she has the other goal for the Blizzard. And on the Warriors side, Natalie DeBay has both of them. Again, for the Blizzard with a regulation win, or a win actually of any kind, and will likely punch their ticket to the championship final tomorrow, regardless of how the other game finishes. Warriors looking to get on the board early here. Stopped in tight, and the Warriors need a regulation win. They'll need Western to lose, and then they'll need some help on the goal average side of things as well. But it can be done. It can be done. They'll just have to probably likely win by a couple here, as we are underway in that this final frame. Carried up with speed by Noelle Peck with lots of room here down the left side. Still with it, looking to stop back and cut the other way, but it's turned over here and skated out of the zone by Rory Stockley. Stockley being watched now by James. Thrown up the boards outside the blue line. Here's Berrigan. Gonna feed it right on the tape of Gervais. Hops over, and now the Warriors got to be careful here. Making a change. We've seen one penalty this game, and it was too many skaters on the ice against the Metro West Warriors. Got away with one there. Carried down the far side. Shot taken, goes off a body in front. Out the other way. Here's McCarran. Along the line. Racing over is Macy McPherson. Just sneaks inside the Warriors line as calling for it on the near side is Mackenzie. Mackenzie's going to join the rush, head to the far post. Shot from the far side, sails through the crease. Near side, here's Mackenzie, going to get it in below the goal line. McPherson here for Cape Breton. That takes a Warriors hop through the slot area. Now here's Mullins. Mullins cutting back to the near side, wanting to go back into the middle, still with it. Now knocked away from her stick as Ford looks to skate it up, but a good play there by McInnes. Here's Mullins again. Mullins down the right side, gets knocked down there. Sent around by O'Connell, met by Berrigan on the far side. Berrigan looking to work her way through the neutral zone, still with it, still carrying it. Gets across the line and an offside here as Whitehead was just in front of Berrigan there. Faceoff will come outside the Blizzard zone. 2 minutes and 34 seconds into the third period, so 12 and a half still to go. The Warriors need at least one. It's going to be thrown in by Sullivan. Blizzard will retrieve, thrown up the boards off the stick of Burke, sent right back in, kicked out by McInnes. And here's Spencer. Turnover forced by the Warriors down below, or behind the net. Sullivan with a little push on one of the Warriors players, or Spencer that was rather. Carried up by McInnes. McInnes down the right side, gets around a couple players as the puck sails in behind that net, near side corner now. Fed down low. In some skates, Blizzard able to get there as looked like Campbell trying to come in with some support. Berrigan will chip it out and around the defender, race for it. McInnes going to get there first. She'll send it right back in. Here's Molly James. Catches a skate of one of the Warriors players changing. That was Berrigan. McInnes. We'll feed it up. Here's Watson. Looking to go up for Mullins, but lands right on the tape of Ruby Sullivan. We'll play it up the wall. Sent right back the other way by Power. That'll go the length of the ice here for an icing against the Blizzard. 10:57 to go in the third period. 3-2 in favor of Cape Breton. finished 4th during the regular season, 3rd during playoffs, and looking to have a top 2 finish here at Provincials if they can win this one here this afternoon. Around the boards, there's Sarah Burke. We'll feed that right through the middle, a little bit out of the reach of Mullins. Saying it was tipped, so no icing. Carrying it out from the corner. Here's Mullins now. Battle for it. Back to the line. Here's Power. Has to skate out of the zone to retrieve. We'll feed it across ice for McPherson. Off the boards. Catches a piece of McKenzie, who will play it up as the Warriors look to make another change here. Carried down in the corner. That looks to be Gervais trying to work her way into the middle. As they knocked off her stick as it's shoveled into the neutral zone again. Now in the skates of DeCoste. Blizzard making a change. Gervais, far side, cutting into the middle, knocked away. Picked up by James, who was the trailer. Ford, far side, electing to just throw that on net, maybe get a bounce, but it's intercepted here by the Blizzard. With speed down the near side is Evelyn Power. Power getting around a couple skaters with the backhand pass into the middle. Knocked down below the goal line by O'Connell. Into the final 10 minutes of the third period. O'Connell, far side, Sophie O'Connell. Through center into the offensive zone, still with it. Has it behind her, and O'Connell will just swipe that in below the goal line and head back to her defense position. Berrigan giving chase in the far corner. O'Connell at the line, sends that in, and that looked like it went off the post. Berrigan catching a piece of it as it was heading towards the net, enough to get by the left pad of Power, but couldn't beat the post. DeCoste now forcing a turnover. The crowd to our right starting to get into it a little bit more after that one caught a piece of the iron. This Metro West crowd, I mentioned a lot of people here watching this one, a good sizable chunk for Cape Breton as well. A long shot, and Berrigan swipes her stick at that one. It was about hip high though as it sailed by her. McInnes now will get that out of the zone as Peck was sliding in and couldn't quite keep it in. Dubé looking for her third of the game. And in the corner, looking to shovel it out front. McInnes with it down the right side. Sorry, that's Mullins. Mullins into the middle here. Shot taken. Pad save there by Doyle. That's going to be sent down. Now a race for it as Spencer swipes her stick and Berrigan trailing in behind the net. Spencer will feed it up. Stop just in front of the Warriors line. Molly James looking to carry it in with some speed here. Molly James to the far side. High shot. That one goes over the net into the end boards. McKenzie trying to get it in deep. Comes back to the line as Sullivan throws that in on goal. Past the outstretched stick of McPherson, far corner. Set right back in. 7.5 to go here in this third period. Below the goal line, Warriors trying to work it out in front. There's James actually going to go back the other way behind the net. Fed up the far side wall. Takes a hop. Carried through the neutral zone. A couple players whacking away at it. Now some space for Peck. Won't go off the boards back into the neutral zone. Cape Breton want to get a change in here on the forecheck as Burke worked it into the middle, but no one was there to pick it up. Burke will clear the zone as it's dumped in by Power. 6:45 to go in the third period. Cape Breton with the only goal of this final frame right now off the stick of Annie Mullins. The second of the game. Shot taken. That's going to be stopped there by Power. And when I say Mullins scored in this third period, I meant 15 seconds left in the second. That was our latest goal. Warriors up the near side. Here's Ford. Ford still holding on to it. Ford will carry it in. Warriors are onside as they head into the zone. Now stopped up, thrown on goal. That goes in between the skates of McCarron, but no one at the near side post for Metro West. Less than 6 minutes to go in this third period. Here's Stockley. Here cheers of Go Rory as she skates down the right side. We'll throw it in on goal, and Mullins on the doorstep looking to bang home a rebound that didn't come out. Olivia Doyle holding on tight. You're watching the U11 AA Provincial Championships here on High Button Sports. Troy Langstaff with you. Got games all today and then just the finals tomorrow. Really looking forward to that, where we could potentially see one of these two teams in the U11 AA final. Likely that Quad County is going to be there, but who are they going to face? Unless something miraculous happens and the total change. Mullins will fire that wide. Into the far corner, Whitehead in a battle for it. Whitehead looking to come out with it and play it up the boards. Pass Berrigan to the line, goes off her shin pads. Here's McInnes at the line. We'll send that in on goal. Another whack by Mullins to speed that shot up a little bit. Now loose out in the slot, goes in between the skates of a Cape Breton skater. Back below the goal line. That was Kate Viva in there, as Viva will head on the back check now. McInnes trying to backhand that out, as it's just thrown on goal there by Whitehead and covered up by Power. Again, the two schedules for these two teams are the results of their previous two games. For the Blizzard, 7-1 win over Western on Thursday. And then just yesterday, they lost 4-1 against Quad County. So they sit at 1-1. On the other side, the Metro West Force Warriors on Thursday lost 3-1 against the Whitecaps. And then yesterday lost a tight one, 5-4 against Western. So they sit at 0-2 with 0 points, looking to pick up their first little bit of points here, I guess, at Provincials. But they're going to need at least one more. So it looks like an offside is called here against Cape Breton with 4:30 left to go. Settled down here by Sullivan and just nearly intercepted by Zoe Watson, who was hovering around center. Well, the middle of the Warriors zone, I shall say. Here's McKenzie looking to get around Campbell. Shoveled back up the boards. Campbell won't quite get to center actually and dump it in, but puck was touched up before it got to the goal line by Peck. Peck with a couple nice moves here. Going to start a rush and look to skate it out. Makes one more move and has it knocked away by Mullins. That gets played into the middle. Just about gets behind Power as Gervais almost had a good rush there. Far side, Burke swiping at it. 3.5 to go. Mullins in on the forecheck trying to get that puck away from DeBay. Into the middle off the blade of Gervais. 4 Blizzard players within a couple feet of each other. Here's Mullins. Has a stick up in the arm. Play on. Mullins swipes at it. Goes to the far side. There's Burke getting a shot off and just puts it wide to the right post. 3 minutes left to go. Back to the line. Here's Claire Ford. Ford looking to come back to the middle to the outside. Couple nice moves. Still with it. Ford has it knocked away, but gets there first in the corner. Plays it in behind the net. Back out in front here. No one there for the Warriors. Pinching in at the line. McDonald with the shot. Able to hold it in once. Can she get there again? Yes, she can. We'll dump it in. Here's McCarron. Plays it off the boards in front of her own bench. 2.5 to go. 3-2 Cape Breton. Here's Whitehead. Whitehead across the line. It's going to be sent out into center ice. Now carried by Viva. Viva across the line. Loses the puck. Stopped by Hastings. Right up to the blue line it goes. Settled down here by Stockley. Back to the point, held on to, high shot taken. That one goes wide off the end boards. There's Viva right there looking to get a shot off. Blocker save. Puck still loose. That's played out in front, in between some skates off the near boards. Back to the line now. Power with a high shot from the point. Puck is going to be touched up by a Blizzard player. It was a delayed high stick against the Warriors. That's played in the middle. 1:45 left to go. Taken over by Cape Breton. Across the line. High shot taken. Scores! That'll be the dagger as the Blizzard make it 4-2. And a shot off the stick of Zoe Watson makes it 4-2 Blizzard. All our goals have been scored in pairs today. It was the first 2 goals by Cape Breton, and then a pair of goals by the Warriors, specifically Natalie DeBay, and then the final 2 goals here by Cape Breton. The Warriors are going to have to respond with 2 of their own here in the final minute 30, but that was the first goal that we've seen of this third period off the stick of Zoe Watson. There is Watson again. Looking to get it in. It's a nice high shot over the shoulder. Or arm, rather, of Olivia Doyle. Mullins will carry it down the right side. Has a player out in front. Will take a high shot. And Doyle able to get a glove on it. Had to stretch over to her far side. Another chance here in tight. Left pad stop as Mullins is digging away. Puck's still loose. And now Doyle will jump on it and get a whistle as we're into the final minute of this third period. 55.1 seconds to go. So face-off coming to the left of Olivia Doyle. 50 seconds to go. Warriors looking to carry it out. Here's Claire Ford. Played it in the middle, knocked back the other way by Spencer. Here's McInnes, goes off the skate. James now. Over skates it, swiped at by Gervais. Can't connect. Back into the zone, less than 30 seconds to go. Here's Paige McKenzie, or sorry, that's Peck rather. Noelle Peck onto the forehand, looks to get a shot off, toe save, puck still loose. Here comes Ford, can't get a shot off. That goes in between some skates and nearly getting one back there for the Warriors. Was Peck and Ford also in there. So final 10 seconds of this one as you hear the crowd counting it down. Shoveled up to the line, and Cape Breton going to start to cheer as the buzzer sounds, and they'll take a 4-2 victory over the Metro West Force Warriors. Will move their record to 2-1, and now will await that other game to determine on whether or not they're going to the final. If Western can beat Quad County, there's going to be a 3-way tie for first at 4 points apiece, and then it will get interesting. But the Cape Breton Blizzard with a 4-2 victory over the Metro West Force Warriors. Annie Mullins with a pair of goals, Sarah Burke and Zoe Watson with the others, and Natalie DeBay with both goals for Metro West. I'll sign off saying, on behalf of High Button Sports, my name is Troy Langstaff. We thank you for tuning in to the Girls Provincial Tournament here, specifically the U11 AA action here. But thank you for watching. We'll keep the camera on for the Player of the Game ceremonies. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you join us back tomorrow for the finals, and have a great day.